Welcome to Artistly 4.0. Now, this is a brand new update to Artistly that we built from the ground up. Now, what's different here is that it all starts from Create Design. You click on that, and then here's where the new updates kick in. So we've separated the Artistly V4 into two steps here. See, Fast AI Image Designer and Advanced AI Image Designer. The Fast AI Image Designer, you go in here, it goes into your existing Artistly dashboard that you're familiar with a whole bunch of new features, which I'll get to. And if you go into the Advanced AI Image Designer, on the other hand, it opens up a brand new editor, a Canva-like editor with a whole bunch of templates and other cool features, which I will get to as well in step-by-step detail. This is where the actual game changer happens, which gives you more flexibility, and also you can use your full creativity to literally design any kind of image you want to create. Now let's go into the Fast AI Image Designer that you're already familiar with. Now here, this is where we've added a brand new feature called AI Text in Images New. This is basically where you can create logos, t-shirt mockups, social media posts, memes, and all that kind of good stuff with perfect text in them. And this can even be multiple sentences, not just a little word, for example, perfect text. Now, what is key here is that we've actually redesigned the entire image algorithm from behind the scenes. So for example, the AI image designer and also the other features that are in the existing application comes with our brand new image generation algorithm, which again is infinitely better than the previous one, where, for example, fingers, hands, and even, for example, your prompt adherence, meaning the prompt you type in, it gives you the type of image you want. For example, full body, before you could only do certain zoomed in styles for certain types of images. All these are automatically done from behind the scenes. You'll see the impact right away, before and after, right away when you start using it. So now in terms of the AI text and images, you can generate a logo or t-shirt mock-up or social media posts and stuff like that. So right now, let's look at something like a social media post, right? So as you can see here, we have these ready to go templates that you can pick and you can create. You can actually, even if it's a t-shirt mockup, you can check these. When it's a logo too, you see, you can check these examples to start off with, right? Now, all these have underneath them specific ideas that you can play with, right? You see this, cards and invites and wedding invitations and all that kind of good stuff, right? So for example, let's say we wanted to create, for instance, here, a basic meme, right? You see this meme here, right? I didn't ask for love. I want food human, right? I want a big pizza, right? Just click on this. It's just going to give us some ideas here, right? So create an image and all that kind of stuff. And you can type in anything here, right? So here, let's say it says, I want a big pizza. We can just say, I want artistly, right? Then you can just do speed versus quality, so fast or high quality. So the reason why we had to do this is because sometimes you might prefer fast, sometimes you might prefer higher quality. Higher quality will take a little bit longer to generate, but it'll give you a better quality output. And then you click on generate image. While it's generating, I want to show you what the old system, if you remember, some images had these finger issues, right? Like only 4 fingers showing up instead of 5 and all that. This engine and this algorithm that we've added in will actually never have bad fingers. So let me give you an example. Same prompt. As you can see here, look at that. Perfect fingers every single time. Zoomed in, I want to show you this to you, right? So this is what we've added in. So you'll see these little differences, if you will, in terms of higher quality, better quality output. Now let's go back to the old image right here. As you can see here, see that image got generated with I want artistly here, right? And perfect image every time. You don't have to generate 4 variations and that sort of thing as you had to do before. So major update behind the scenes. Now, the other addition we've done is in cases like this, where, for example, we go into cards and invites, for example, and you have something like a birthday invitation you wanted to build, right? You can actually do it right here right off the fly here, just on the prompt level. You want further editing, you can use that new editor that we have. I'll show you that one, right? So for example, here, right, say birthday party, you can say wedding invitation, right? And you make that change and you just pick what you want, dimensions and all that. There we go, our wedding invitation is done. Now, if you want to edit this further, add layers to it, basically do it something like Photoshop or Canva would do, that's where the real update we've made comes into play, which is our brand new AI image editor. So this is how you go to it. You go click on create design at any point in time, and then it opens up this advanced AI image designer. And all you need to do is select this, and then we are ready to go. So we'll basically be sent over to our Canva-like AI image designer with built-in templates and all that kind of good stuff. So let's click on start creating. I'll show you. So I'll just put my project, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can put the landscape, portrait, and that kind of thing here. And say, for example, I wanted to do it in square, right? There we go. It's going to open up a canvas. Then we can go to templates here. You see all these templates here? You can edit them and make some really cool changes using the power of AI. Now, so let me walk you through. So when you select any of the images, you're going to have all these options show up beyond just changing the font of the text and all that good stuff. So let me show you each one of these steps and each one of these features one by one. First is this advanced timeline editor, where you can actually change the font of the text, say from Arial to Arial Black here, or any elements. You can move these elements up, down. So let's say, for example, I want to do this achieve here, and then I don't want this element here. I can delete this element completely. Say, for example, delete. And then I want to delete this achieve, and I want to just put this part right here, something like this. And then I want to change this to something else, right? You can basically do all kinds of good, just like an really advanced image editor. You can do all kinds of good stuff, underline, bold, change, and you can change the opacity. You can duplicate the layers and all that kind of good stuff. Now, where the beauty comes in is to the left. If you see, you have templates, of course, and you can change at any point the name of the template on the top here. And also you could, for example, save changes here. You got to do that as you keep making changes. And you can even save it as a template, meaning next time around, it'll show up as one of your templates as well here on the top. And you can then basically, after you're happy with the design, click on the export design, and you can download the design that you've used. Then you can publish it to social media and all that. You can even share this design, basically, where you can share it to the public, right? Basically, other users of Artistly, and that's the thing, right? Now, private share basically means you can give it only to certain users, or only those people with your link can check it out, right? And the beauty here is that we've also added in our media library here to the left. You can add in text elements at any point. You can add shapes. We also have AI, which is what I'm gonna get to right now. The first part is all these templates that we've added in, and this will only get larger as the community builds more templates, and they can share it with other folks as well, right? And our own team will be creating more and more of these templates that you can modify and edit. That's the thing, and it goes on and on, as you can see here. You can even search for them using the search function here. Now let me show you one of my favorite features in the new Artistly V4 edition, which is the mirror magic feature. So let's say, for example, this is an image that I saw somewhere as a brochure, maybe a Facebook ad, an Instagram ad, maybe I saw it as a YouTube thumbnail, and I want to recreate it using the power of AI. All you have to do, right, including perfect text and all these elements, you upload that image either from your computer, or maybe you select it from your designs you already made from Artistly, or even the community designs that you've seen other folks create, let's say, right? And then you upload this, and then you go into this tab called AI, this AI tab. You're going to go here, and then you're going to select that. Now, once you're here, just click on Mirror Magic, okay? So Mirror Magic, what it will do is it will select the image automatically for you, and then all we have to do is click on Generate here. And then what it's basically doing behind the scenes is detecting everything about this image and giving us all the attributes of it, and it gives us the prompt to recreate an image like this. So all you do is go to the image generator now, and we'll give it the size here. And basically you see this where it says let your light shine. What if I wanted to do, say, light bulb moment, right? And keep everything the same. I click generate. Let me show you the result now. There we go. We have our light bulb moment image created. Look at that. So this was the original image that I just got, random one. And look at this one. Looks so similar, right? This is a game changer, because all my life I've been basically, if I'm talking to graphic designers or even I'm recreating stuff, it's always where I got an inspiration, I got an idea, and then I tell the designer, put something like this, but then change the text to light bulb moment instead of let your light shine, correct? And then basically I sit for 2 days just to create this. Here you can literally, you saw a beautiful brochure ad, wedding invitation, or anything for that matter, and you want to recreate those elements and just change the text, then you can do so right out of the gate. Click on this and boom, there we go. It generates it. Now you can reuse this. Now, if you don't want the older image, right, you can delete that and use this in your canvas, right? You have those options right out of the gate, right? And beautiful, beautiful way to do it. So let me just delete that one and then boom, we have this one ready to go now, right? So this is our canvas now. The other cool thing you can do here is, of course, you can redo it, but let's say you want to change the font here for this. That is where our next feature comes in, which is our text editor feature, okay? Which is a feature that looks something like this. And you'll see here in the, actually it's this one, the text editor, the one in the second here, right? And you click on that. Let me show you. Click on this text editor. And it says grab the text. Automatically what it's going to do is it's going to layer this text element as a different layer, basically. Does that make sense? So in other words, basically, you will now have the ability to edit this text. There we go. So we have this right now. Now, let me just change this font to something I like, right? And we'll be adding more and more fonts with your feedback, obviously. But let's say this one, or I like this lobster one, or whatever I like, right? And you can make sure that you can put whatever you like, right? And you can basically go. So this one right here, I put Roboto, and then I can do this right here, see? And the beauty here is that, let's say, for example, here, I have the sizing as well. So let's say I want to make it 120, and then I'll make this one also 120. So it's consistent. And I'll also make this one 120, you see? So you can play around with it now because all these are layered perfectly for you. You can move it around. And then that's the other option you have with our brand new, and this works for any text that is in any image. You just press that button on an image, you select the image, and you press that text editor. So this little icon right here, the text editor icon, and then you should be good to go. Let's say this one is a square image. I wanted to convert it into a 16:9 image, right? Meaning I want to increase it or expand it. We have an option here, as you can see, I'll show you, where, for instance, you can do this. So you select the same image like you see in the canvas, like so. And then you see this little area called Smart Expand, right? That is the feature you're looking at. So Smart Expand. Go here, you're gonna select that, and then you're gonna put 16:9, right? You don't have to do much here, and click resize. So what it's basically doing now behind the scenes is it's gonna automatically find the detail and stretch this image across the canvas. So it's gonna add extra detail, right? This is what we are calling Smart Expand outpainting, right? So it'll outpaint and basically create additional detail. There we go, it's outpainted it over to us, added that extra detail for us. Now what we can do is, remember the text is gone, all I have to do is click on these arrows, send backwards, send backwards, send backwards. There we go. We have our light bulb movement again here that we can move around and adjust to how we want it, right? Pretty cool, right? Can make it here, here, wherever we want. So this is the Smart Expand or outpainting feature where you can change the dimensions of it. It adds that additional, if you will, detail here. So it'll stretch it and expand things like you saw with the tree here and that sort of thing. And because of the reason why this is a new image that got added, you just click on this send backwards to get the text back into the timeline because they're all different layers. Next, I'm going to show you a really cool feature called object removal, right? Or object eraser. So all you have to understand here is that, let's say, for example, I don't like some elements and I want them to be erased, right? So in this particular image, it's pretty clear cut. Let's say some of these elements here, I can use the object eraser for that. So for example, what I will do here is I click on this little eraser icon right here, and then I can click on that, and I can click on that, and I'll select in this image which object I want to erase, right? So let's say, for example, I want to change, because of the way it is laid out and the color theme and everything, I don't like, say, some element here. Let's say I don't like this area, this bottom area here, these lights in the floor. So I can do that. I can select this. So for example, I have a selection point here. So I can just select these lights, which I don't like this, right? And then click remove. And then there we go. You see the difference before and after? So before was like this, after that got erased. You see this, the erase effect, and now you can use this into the timeline now. You can delete this if you want, and let's say, and then you can bring that back into timeline. And if anytime you're not happy with something, go back and redo like so, right? And then you can add those elements in here. Pretty cool, right? So this is what we are talking about when it comes to object erasing, erase any elements here. Now, in certain specific examples I'll show you here, it is even more powerful. Let me show you. See, this is an example with an elephant sitting on a tree, and then you have the moon here, right? Let's say I don't want that moon here. So you click on the object eraser, select the elephant again. It'll have the object eraser selected. Let's just select the moon here, right? Like so, okay? And then we select the moon here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just enough that the moon is selected. You click remove. There we go. You see, this was the moon before. The moon is gone here, you see, to the left. So that's the beauty here for the object removal. So it'll basically erase things that you don't like and then remove it and then basically patch back in the original elements that were there before. Now, the other feature I want to show you is our in-painting feature. So now this works similar, but a little bit different in the sense that you can add objects here, you can change elements here, that sort of thing. So the in-painting feature is basically this feature right here on the top. You'll see it in-painting. Click on it, you select the image, right? And you select the mark of the area. So let's say I had the moon, right? Let's say I want to add a nice sun here, right? Like let's say I want to add a sun here, right? Then I can say here, right? Update the marked area with a beautiful bright sun that is shining on the Sahara Desert or wherever we are in, right? And generate. There we go. I mean, it's not perfect, but you can make some changes here with the sun, right? And you can play around with it. So now if I click on that, there we go. We got the sun added in here. So this is an example. You can also do it with, for example, a person. Let me show you. So in this particular case is this girl that I have here. Let's just click on in painting here again. And then let's say I want to change her eye color, right? So let's just select her eyes here like so, right? And then we can say something along the lines of update the marked area with beautiful, she has green or bluish eyes here, right? Beautiful brown eyes, right? With big, beautiful brown eyes, okay? Generate. There we go. So you see the brown eyes here? And here it was green, right? And you can do different elements here, right? You can play around with it. For example, let me give you another example. So in this particular case, right, we want her to basically we want something else change here, right? We can change her clothing style. We can change the bow she's wearing on her head. But I'll do something where I'm going to change that ball on that swimming pool there just because it has a shadow and everything. Let's try. So what we'll do is go click on in painting again. And then here we have that image. So let's just select the ball right here. So let's leave the shadow as is because anyway, we're gonna add another ball here, right? Update the marked area with a basketball, right? Generate. There we go. We have a basketball here, as you can see. See, so this is how the whole system works. Super powerful. Next, I want to show you something called instant scene, okay? This is super powerful where what it does, right? It puts a particular person in any environment of your choice. So for example, I have the photo of this girl right here, right? And I can put her anywhere I desire. So let's say, for example, I'm going to do this. I'm going to click on the instant scene here, the option that you see, the first option here, instant scene. Click on that. And now it's going to ask automatic or manual replace, right? Like a replace background with, are you going to basically type in, say, for example, a background, or are you going to automatically replace it with her standing somewhere, right? Say, for example, she's standing in, let's say, in this particular case, in, let's say, for instance, I'll put this street wall art, right? She's doing here, right? And replace the background. There we go. Look how beautiful it looks, right? The lighting changed. She looks like she fits in there, right? See, she was here and now she's here. You see this? Perfect, right? So let me select this. And then there you go. You have her in that location. Now let me show you the other one I just showed you. This girl right here, right? Remember the one with the basketball we wanted to do? Let's try that one. So let's say same concept. I'll use her, right? Let's use instant scene again. And then now let's say she's sitting on the swimming pool, right? What if we make her sit somewhere else, right? Let's see here. And we want to make it such that it looks accurate, right? Like she's sitting on the secluded beach. Let's click on the beach here. Click on this. Boom, there you go. It changed the lighting on her, all those elements right here. Look at that, right? Like this was her before. Now this is, and this works with your photos too that you upload, by the way. It'll work like, it'll feel like you were there, right? In that place, because it changes the lighting on the face and how it's structured. You see how it even changed the bow from this bluish bow to a lightish white to match with the theme, right? Because the theme here was water blue. Your theme here is water, which is more white in nature. So I did that. See, you can even change it with prompts, like by going on manual replace. Like you can go to manual and you see it says secluded white sand right here. You can add it and you can change it with prompts if you want to, or you can use one of our pre-made backgrounds, which gives you ideas, right, to play with, and you'll automatically resize it. So let's use this right here. Boom. You see this? So if we saw that, and then here you see this, right? Look how realistic it looks. So this is instant scene, super powerful feature, and something that we're so excited to have it in Artistly. Next, I want to show you our merge magic feature. So this is where I'm just going to generate an image with AI, like so man wearing a white shirt and shorts walking on the beach. Just click on this, generate. There we go, we generated him. Let's put him in the timeline, right? Now let's say we want to change his shirt, right? So all we got to do is just click on the merge magic option that you see here, which is this one right here. Click on that. And then it says select cloth image, upper or lower. So upper means like the upper shirt, lower is the shorts only, or overall means like you want to change the whole thing. This is for girls with dresses and that sort of thing, right? So let's say upper, right? And then we'll select that and just select the cloth image, okay? So I'll do that. I have an image for that. So I uploaded the image of that right here, and then I'm gonna click on the upper and then swap clothes. And there we go. It just takes in that design element from there. You can even go a step further to make it even better quality. In this particular case, I just did a logo. You can go into the Artistly t-shirt designer tab and make it even better. So for example, in the Artistly application, as you can see, there's in the AI text and image tab, there's t-shirt mockup, right? So you can actually generate t-shirts using this. So see, you have a t-shirt, you have a hoodie, you have a football jersey, right? Stuff like that. Chill t-shirt. Let's say I want to do this. You can make the changes to this, like chill vibes or whatever. You can make changes, and you click generate, right? So for example, I'd say instead of chill, I'll say beach vibes, and then click generate. So for example, in this case, I have a hoodie here. So let me just save this hoodie. I can just right click and download this, right? In Artist at any point, save as, right? Let me do that. And same thing here as well. You see I have beach vibes one, a shirt here as well. So let me save that as well. And then now all I have to do is click on select cloth image, and I'm gonna grab that image. I'll just click on this upload from device option. And then I have the hoodie here. I'll just do the upper. I click swap cloth. Now he's going to be wearing a hoodie. There you go. To the left, as you can see here, you have this person right here wearing a hoodie. Just click on it. It looks perfect. And I generated this hoodie within Artistly itself, right? So this is how we can basically do the cloth generation with the merge magic feature. And also there's another cool feature which you can use at any point, which is the background removal feature, right? Which is this one right here. So you can click on it at any point, you can change the background, and you can use it, let's say, for any element here. So this is the opacity, so you can change it, or you can even use this remove background, which is even better. Actually, I would use that. So remove the background here using the remove background feature here, and click on that. and you can at any point remove the background. So this is useful. Say you want to use it for Amazon or from e-commerce based stuff. You want one without a background, right? So you can use this background removal tool for that use case, and then you can basically upload it to these platforms. You see this right now, and you can export it as a PNG, because PNG will have a basically a transparent background. Okay, so basically that in a nutshell is Artistly 4.0. We'll be adding a lot more features, and we have a lot of other cool updates to make, but this is just an overview. But literally you can jump into our tutorials tab. You'll see on the top where you can check out within the application a tutorials tab. You click on it and it'll go to the tutorials tab, and you can see all the tutorials will help you out. But this should be a good overview for you to get started and have fun using Artistly 4.0.